Here are 8 ultra-rare Camaros from the 1960s, each with fewer than 500 units ever produced. Let's kick things off with a true heavyweight, the 1969 Yenko Camaro. Originally designed by a man named Don Yenko, who loved speed and power, this Camaro was built for performance. It's driven by an L72 427 V8 engine, and the output power that is produced is a monstrous 450 horsepower. That meant a 0 to 60 time of just 5.4 seconds and a quarter-mile time of 13.5 seconds at a speed of 104 miles per hour. But what made the Yenko Camaro stand out from the rest? It was a muscled street automotive machine that was as attractive as it was powerful. The exterior received the Yenko SC stripes and badges with extraordinary suspension, as well as a 4.10-to-1 rear axle. This car became a legend of the muscle car universe and ruled the strip like no other car before or after it. For those who appreciate horsepower and heritage, remember to hit the like button. Now, let's take a look at more of a limited edition, the 1969 Camaro ZL1. With only 69 units produced, this car was all about one thing: rude, unadulterated force. At the core of this beast is the powerful ZL1, the all-aluminum 427 cubic inch V8 race engine intended at first. Original power output, according to Chevrolet, was 500 horsepower, though some people even reported that their car produced more than that. This beast could get from 0 to 60 in as little as 5.3 seconds and eliminate the quarter-mile record in 13.1 seconds, and the maximum speed, 110 miles per hour. Indeed, what accounted for the ZL1 becoming a legend did not only lie in the car's velocity, but in its scarcity. This was a Camaro originally designed for drag strip use, and it was Chevrolet's example of engineering at its best. From the earlier models that were appropriate for track use, to the ones that just wanted to own a car that was faster, the ZL1 was the ultimate model. Now guys, let's discuss a car. It's got a long name, the 1969 Burger Double Copo Camaro RS. With this car, the heart pumping starts at once. In the Copo houses, it is possible to order several options that are then considered too exotic to be produced. This car was built by 2 Copos. The Copo 9561 introduced the L72 427 V8, while the Copo 9737 included the GM close-coupled sport automobile conversion package. The result? A 425 horsepower monster that has the ability to take just 5.4 seconds to go from 0 to 60 and the quarter mile in 13.7 seconds at 106 miles per hour. Both in terms of power and in terms of the exterior design, Burger Chevrolet lived up to the company's reputation of going over the top, especially with this Camaro. What the RS package brought to the table was hidden headlights and some rather sporty features. Thus, the car was as visually appealing as it was potent. It was a car for the cultured, high-class people with a fine taste for unique and luxurious automobiles. Only 58 were ever produced. Back it up 2 years, and you have the legendary first Yenko Camaro in 1967. Don Yenko could not be satisfied with the standard vehicles that were available, so he embarked on making something special. This Camaro was fitted with a 427 cubic inch V8 engine, in place of the factory 396, producing an astounding 450 horsepower. This powerhouse could do 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds and run a quarter mile in 13.5 seconds at 106 miles per hour. The 67 Yenko Camaro laid the groundwork for all future Yenko creations. It was a car that would deliver brute, raw power while maintaining the aspects of personalization characteristic of Yenko. This car was not only unique, but the genesis of what would become the Yenko brand, now synonymous with high-performance muscle cars. After that, we are pretty much in a completely unknown class with the 1967 Chevrolet Pilot Assembly Camaro. These were among the first Camaros assembled, built prior to the start of actual full-scale production. Just 49 of these cars were built, and each one was unique because Chevy was still tweaking its newest model, even for its top-of-the-line Humbert rig. The reason why the Pilot Assembly Camaros are so unique is due to its position in history. Some elements of the bodywork on these cars were different from mass-produced cars, and the available colors also differed from those seen in showrooms. While the performance specs differ, what counts here is that these cars form the basis for one of America's most recognized muscle cars. If you're a fan of rare prototypes, give this video a thumbs up. The next car on the list is the 1969 Camaro SS official Indy 500 pace car, and it is one of only 2 ever built. This car was designed to dominate the Indy 500, and there was real substance to back up the style. Under the hood was an engine that had a 396 cubic inch V8 power plant with 375 horsepower. This car could accelerate to 60 miles per hour from a standstill in approximately 6.8 seconds and cover the quarter-mile distance in 14.7 seconds to reach 98 miles per hour. Included and referred to as the pace car, this car also came with the feature of Dover whites with Hugger orange stripes, which became popular. It even had this striking orange houndstooth interior that set it apart from just about anything else on the road. This Camaro was not just a normal pace car, it was a rolling history of Chevrolet. Here, we're soaring straight into the spread of unicorns with the 1969 Camaro SS Baldwin Motion LS7. And it is not just a slogan, since there is only one in the world. This car was the creation of Baldwin Chevrolet and Motion Performance, and was, to say the least, monstrous. This Camaro was driven by a 454 cubic inch LS7 V8 engine and was rated to deliver an estimated 500 horsepower. It could do 0 to 60 in about 5.2 seconds and can do the quarter mile in 13 seconds flat at 108 miles per hour. What set this car in a league of its own was its rarity. Baldwin Motion was a small company that manufactured supercars for its customers, and this particular LS7 Camaro was the only one ever produced. It was more than just an automobile, it was a symbolic declaration of the American muscle car era that set the benchmark for all others. For unique stories, make sure to hit that like button. And last but not least, we've got the Camaro that is one of the most collectible muscle cars to this date. The 1968 Chevrolet Camaro Z28 convertible. This is the only one that exists, thus this makes it more valuable and rare, hence a must-have for any collector. The Z28 option was strictly for performance and came standard with a high-performance 302 cubic inch V8 engine tuned for Trans Am racing. Specific numbers are difficult to obtain. It is suggested that this car could hit 0 to 60 in around 6 seconds and run the quarter mile in 14.8 seconds, if it is traveling up to 96 miles per hour. But what makes this car stand out from the millions of others that were made and sold around the world? Seems like it is the only Z28 convertible which was created at all. Chevrolet never officially offered the Z28 package with convertible, and this car is one of the unique cars that are on the market. It is that rare combination of race car performance and open-topped fun that has never been achieved before. That is how it all went down. 8 of the most limited edition Camaros out there. These are cars that are from Yanko powerhouses to one-off prototypes. They're all legends. That is all for today's trip down the muscle car memory lane. If you haven't liked, shared, or subscribed, please do so for more content like this. Of these low-mileage Camaros, which one would you fancy to drive? Please let us know in the comment section below, and we'll see you in the next video.